Welcome back, everyone. How's it going? My name is Mr. Smiley, and we are continuing the journey here for SCP reaction videos. I know you guys requested a bunch, and we're going to be reacting to SCP 1000. Apparently, it's Bigfoot. Maybe that makes sense. That's why we never see him. That's why he's like such a mystery, is he's actually an SCP. So we're about to find out. I've never seen this before. Mr. Smiley, I'm reacting to it. And if you guys really enjoyed the series and you want more, make sure to comment below. I want to hear all the requests that you guys have for me to react to. I'm still a baby in the SCP. So, yeah, we're going to react to this video here. I'm going to give my genuine, reaction to it. I may stop here and there to kind of break stuff down. And let's get to it, shall we? Make sure to like and subscribe too if you guys really enjoy it. That makes me super proud. Makes me know that you guys are enjoying this. So let's go ahead and jump into SCP 1000 Bigfoot.
Good morning,
Hopefully he doesn't
everyone.
bounce through my window here. Okay,
my name is Researcher Miller, and the SCP we're going to be studying today is SCP-1000.
Look, there he is. We found him.
The big one.
It's not really much of a
It's
mystery.
not really a big one, it just happens to be 1000. Anyway, I digress.
The big one.
Object Class, Keter.
Bigfoot.
Special Containment Procedures. All media reports related to SCP-1000 are to be examined for potential verifiability. All organizations and individuals investigating SCP-1000's existence are to be kept under surveillance by Mobile Task Force Zeta-1000 and discredited or administered amnestics.
Ooh.
All physical signs of SCP-1000's existence must be retrieved and kept in Foundation custody and replaced with decoy items if necessary. Alleged sightings of SCP-1000 must always be investigated by Mobile Task Force Zeta-1000, however trivial the claim.
I was actually wondering, do they actually, you never know if someone actually made a claim that they saw them. Maybe, they go to the SCP and they're like, okay, we gotta keep it secure.
Absolutely no
anyone.
contact
so, makes me
with
wonder
wild
a little bit.
or captive instances of SCP-1000 is allowed without prior approval by Director Jones. Any interaction between SCP-1000 and humans, including Foundation personnel, must be reported to Director Jones immediately. Description: SCP-1000 is a nocturnal omnivorous ape, classified in the hominid branch, along with genera Pan and Homo. Adults range in size from 1.5 to 3 meters in height and weigh between 90 and 270 kilograms. 200 to 600 pounds. They have gray, brown, black, red, and occasionally white fur. They possess large eyes with good vision, a pronounced brow ridge, and a sagittal crest on the forehead, similar to that of the gorilla, but present in both sexes. Their intelligence is on par with that of pan troglodytes, the common chimpanzee. SCP-1000 evolved alongside Homo sapiens, existing contemporaneously with proto-humans and humans in large numbers until 10 to 15,000 years ago, when an extinction event eliminated all but 1 to 5% of their population. This event was triggered by SCP-1000 contracting an anomalous pseudo-disease classified as SCP-1000-F1. This disease is passed on at the genetic level and affects every present-day instance of SCP-1000. The majority of SCP-1000 instances are born immune to the effect. Those who are not born immune quickly die. I did notice this though. I picked this up a lot with the SCP stuff. Let me know if I'm correct on this. You can tell me in the comments if... so you have an SCP number, right? And then usually it follows up with how this one is F1. That is something related to the SCP. Am I at least on the right thing there? Because it has been a little bit since I've actually done the SCP reaction. So something that is classified, like how the cop one had the actual cop. If you haven't seen that reaction video, it's up here. You can go check it out. It's really fun. The cop was the SCP, but the car that was with it was the number associated with 01 or whatever, right? So I'm assuming that SCPs, I'm assuming not all of them, but some of them have something related to them, in a common way. Let me know in the comments below. Did I get that right? I'm assuming you guys probably already said that, but I'm still new to this. I'm still learning it. The effect of
SCP-1000-F1
is as follows. Any hominid, including humans, chimpanzees,
bonobos, and non-immune instances of SCP-1000 that directly or indirectly observes any instance of SCP-1000 has a minimum 2% chance of being instantly killed through anomalous means via permanent cessation of brain function. This percentage is cumulative, and the longer the human views SCP-1000, the higher the chance of instantaneous death increases, at a rate of plus 1% chance per 20 minutes of viewing. This effect varies between individual members of SCP-1000 species, with some individuals carrying a death chance of 90%. The effect is also produced by dead individuals, though small fur samples do not exhibit the effect. Known means of preventing this effect are small-scale
contact,
only,
just viewing
and
it gets you sick.
See attached documentation. Level 3 clearance is required.
Ooh.
Because of SCP-1000's close relation to humanity, it is considered likely that SCP-1000-F1 could eventually transfer to human carriers. Any instance of SCP-1000 finding its way to a major population center could constitute an class end-of-the-world scenario with a minimum death toll of and possible extinction of humanity.
Jeez.
Fortunately, SCP-1000 appears to instinctively avoid human contact. It is not currently feasible to exterminate SCP-1000 entirely. The highest known population concentrations of SCP-1000 are at present located in the Pacific Northwest region of North America and the Himalayan mountain range in Asia. As of these populations remain extant. SCP-1000's presence and have also been documented within the past 5 years on every continent. All known significant populations of SCP-1000 located near human population centers have been eliminated. SCP-1000 came to the attention of the Foundation via contact by Dr. Franz in 14 with the Children of the Sun, who identified themselves as outcast members of the Serpent's Hand. This group has since been completely destroyed by the Foundation.
I remember the Serpent's Hand.
Due to their reluctance to surrender information about SCP-1000, and SCP, since reclassified as SCP-1000- and SCP-1000-. Remaining members have either joined the Foundation or have gone into hiding, presumably as members of the Serpent's Hand. Weapons, tools, and other pseudo-technological resources in possession of the organization have been classified as SCP-1000-1 through to SCP-1000.
Okay, so quick pause here. I do know that the organization is like the Serpent's Hand is like an organization, right? That kind of go, if I'm correct on this, they go against the SCP. They're like their own standalone thing. Let me know if I got that right too. I need to do my research on this. I need to be recapped, refreshed like a sponge.
These resources
absorb it all.
have been made use of by the Foundation in multiple instances. For a full list, see document 1000-3534-Y. Level 3 clearance is required. Access to surviving ex-members of the Children of the Sun is restricted to personnel with clearance level 4-1000, unless given direct authorization for contact by Director Jones. Further information is available to personnel with clearance level 3-1000 or above. Personnel with clearance level 3-1000 or above are required to read document Alpha 1596-1000. Addendum 1000-46-6-X. Update to Special Containment Procedures. As of SCP-1000 Special Containment Procedures no longer include Procedure 516 Lumina. Indicates that SCP-1000 may be developing a resistance to the sonic element. Will not be developed further, so that Procedure 516 Lumina can still be used in emergency situations. Investigation into alternate means of reliably keeping SCP-1000 away from human population centers is underway. Whether SCP-1000 resistance to Procedure 516 Lumina is calculated, and as such may be a sign of SCP-1000, or coincidental, by chance of natural species variation, is not known at this time. Document Alpha 1596-1000, missive from Director Jones.
You've probably heard the rumors before now. Everyone without the clearance level to know better wants to get their dig in. Did you hear Sasquatch is an SCP? Are we gonna capture and contain Batboy next?
I didn't know that.
Yes, SCP-1000 is Bigfoot. I'm sure you've snickered, don't worry.
It is Bigfoot.
Contrary to rumors, we don't actually assign you to Keta duty for finding something humorous. You think...
I don't think it's funny. I kind of figured, I kind of figured that it was going to be like, okay, are they making fun of, like, Bigfoot? Or is this, like, you know, like, that's what they classify it as? Because you never see it. People just have pictures and stuff of it. It's perfect.
Bigfoot is funny. We've bankrolled Hollywood comedies and farcical documentaries, paid off men in gorilla suits, perpetrated hoaxes with bear prints and goat fur, bribed and brainwashed cartoonists to get especially silly depictions on children's television. Even the term Bigfoot comes from us.
Wow.
Planted in the media in 1958, a term people would find even harder to take seriously than Sasquatch. Why?
That's cool.
We'll get to that.
That's cool. I like that.
The information in the article that you've already read isn't entirely true. There are 2 direct lies, and plenty of lies of omission. There is no such thing as the anomalous pseudo-disease referred to as SCP-1000-F1. SCP-1000 does not possess a magical death aura. In fact, SCP-1000 does not directly exhibit any anomalous effect whatsoever. We also lied about SCP-1000's intelligence
bluffing.
level. SCP-1000 aren't chimp-level smart. They're smarter. To be precise, they're exactly as smart as us. That brings us to the lies of omission. That's what this letter is for. The lies come from me, so I figure the truth should come from me as well. This is the story we got from the Children of the Sun who defected to us. It's a story we didn't believe, refused to believe at first. As you've already read, the apes we call SCP-1000 evolved alongside us. We walked in the daytime, they walked in the nighttime. Our nocturnal siblings in the shadows. But while we were wandering hunter-gatherers, they changed, like we would a few thousand years later. Tools, weapons, agriculture, domesticated animals, stable settlements. As humanity blinked in the Pleistocene sun, SCP-1000's population exploded across the night. They blanketed the planet in tens of billions.
Wow.
They made things that we still
So there's
can't
more of them.
comprehend.
I mean, I get like...
Even though we've thoroughly studied the surviving pieces. Organic technology. They made trees and birds of prey grow into fast-moving ships. Herds of animals that became trains. Bushes that became flying vehicles. From insects to pigeons. They made things equivalent to cell phones, televisions, computers, atomic bombs. The children described vast shining cities, stretching across glaciers and penetrating the deepest caverns, grown sky ships of ivory and spider silk, creatures tending them with hundreds of blinking eyes. We were rare, like gorillas now, a few 100,000 left at best. We avoided their settlements just like wild animals today avoid ours. SCP-1000 understood we were intelligent like them, but avoided us as we avoided them. Saw us as fairies, as gnomes, ascribed our supernatural powers, said we ate bad children while they slept in daylight. They fenced off our dwindling wild populations in conservatories, outlawed poaching, but in the underground consumed our bones as aphrodisiacs. Then their civilization fell. And we did it. By we, I don't mean the Foundation. By we, I mean humanity. The story is muddy. Supposedly, a trickster forest god showed humanity favor, showed us the Master's tools and how to use them. Why we did it? We don't know. Perhaps they hunted us, perhaps they were simply afraid. Perhaps it was just that they fenced us in, unintentionally, or not. We simply don't know what the truth is. Somehow, we acquired SCP-1000's own technology, and with it, we instigated an SK-class dominance shift in which humanity became the dominant species of Earth. We wiped out 70% of SCP-1000's population in a single day. The Day of Flowers, the children called it. Supposedly, every flower bloomed that day, while our enemies died in their sleep. Then we hunted the rest down. But we went further than just killing them. With a few of the more twisted of SCP-1000's devices, we drove the survivors mad, even those hiding beyond our reach. We trapped them in their own minds, blocking higher functions, and leaving their bodies to fend for themselves like any ordinary ape. We slaughtered their living machines and burned their vast shining cities with SCP-1000's bioweapons that reduced everything to slurry and dust that washed or blew away in the spring rain and wind. We left no traces, not even in our own memory. We turned one of the weapons on ourselves, wiped out any knowledge of SCP-1000 and the greatest civilization the planet had ever seen. Only a few humans protected themselves from the effect, kept the forbidden knowledge, just in case. The rest of us went back to being hunter-gatherers, none the wiser. Which brings us to today. You're going to read all about this in the Level 3 documentation, but I'll give you the short version here. SCP-1000 are somehow regaining their forgotten intelligence and knowledge. Maybe they never truly lost it. We don't know. This is why the ever-increasing number of Bigfoot sightings is so worrying. Why the attempts at contact, however indecipherable, are even more worrying. Yes, SCP-1000 are just like us. That's what makes them so dangerous. We wiped them from history and memory. We dissolved their civilization and we slaughtered most of their species. Just ask yourselves, if they got the chance, what more would they do to us?
Okay, before I know it's almost done. So literally, they are. I'm gonna be saying more about this at the end. They are just like us, but they're. If you can imagine what they would have done if they kept their tools and equipment and everything that they've had and used it against us.
Addendum 1056.
Shower thoughts. Okay.
Instances of SCP-1000 have tried to make contact with Foundation personnel on multiple occasions. Most of these attempts at contact have untranslated, though recent attempts show that some instances of SCP-1000 are capable of communicating in English. Addendum 1000-104-Y.
Okay.
Certain acquired documents contain extensive references to SCP-1000. Relevant is that the documents appear to be composed by entities associated directly with the location known as the Wanderer's Library. Context or significance of document details not yet clarified. Addendum 1000-276-A. Numerous anomalous objects with a known connection to SCP-1000 prior cyclical iterations. As one example, SCP-2273 may not have a point of origin in a parallel timeline, but instead a prior iteration. SCP-2932, SCP-2511, and other sources of living cultural insight into SCP-1000 all present consistent inconsistencies, which may be used to create a fuller picture of the nature of these iterations, though conclusions are uncertain. Addendum 1000-276-Q. Special Report. This unnumbered black box anomalous item anchored underneath the structure is likely the most significant anomalous object known to have been utilized. Central to understanding SCP-1000's anomalous capabilities, including capabilities not developed directly, but accessed from prior modern-day relevance to Foundation and to society at large in a scenario of general containment failure. Log 1000 AD-065-X1. The following is a rough translation of a recent SCP-1000 attempt at communication with Foundation personnel on see attached documentation. It says, "We forgive you. Given choice for now, not forever. Let us back in." Well, that's
was wondering
slightly
about that.
terrifying. Huh? Okay. I am going to end this lecture now. If you would like to know anything more about this SCP, be sure to let me know. There is more to cover. But for now, this is where this lecture ends.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you all for listening. You are all dismissed.
That's cool. That's cool. Before you leave, though, I'm going to give a quick thing on this. Like, so, let me know, too, what you guys want to react to. Please. I'm getting more and more into this now. It's really, really interesting before you head out. But, you know, those that want to stick around and hear just a little bit about what I feel about it, you know, you're welcome to. So, these guys being like the apes, right? It's like how humanity started growing up through the apes, the whole, you know what I'm talking about, evolution thing. So basically, these are like people just like us, and that's why you never see them. It's because they're supposed to be away from humans, you know? They're SCPs. They're trying to live their life, do their thing, but now they're trying to get back in. Like, we've done so much, we've like wiped out their population. Like, it's almost sad. It's like, you know, but I know they're like very powerful and stuff, you know, and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, all this stuff, if you look at it, it'll like, you know, wreck you and stuff, right? You know, but by the way, that was just a lie, just because they don't want people to go and bother with them. Like, they don't want them to go and like find out stuff, like things that the containment like would have done for them or whatever. From what I caught on, I was kind of catching along with what he was saying, and then towards the end, it kind of stopped, and I kind of like lost track there too, because I'm like, I usually follow on by the text and stuff. But yeah, we forgive you, given choice for now, not forever. Let us back in. What do you think they'll do if we let them back? If we try to make full conversation with them, communication, and they come back to like humanity and stuff? What could happen? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But I want to hear more different things for you guys too. And if you really enjoyed this one, you want to continue the reaction series, there's a cool video up here. You can go check it out, and I'll see you guys over there. We'll see you guys. Bye.